Yo, and we back with another one. Blue is our city, Manchester City fan channel. And yo, welcome back, man. It's just good to be back after another win. You know, the smile is big, extra bright. But also, too, man, I gotta shout you guys out, man, for I see that you guys are sharing the content, you're liking the videos. Thank you guys so much for that. Because at the end of the day, I do it really for you guys, man. I love City to death, but at the end of the day, I'm really trying to build this channel up to really converse with other City fans out there and other football fans. So shout out to you guys, man. And I want to say, man, I'm sorry for bringing you guys this content so late, man. It's so hard to be able to go to work. Then you got to get off of work to be able to watch the game and to be able to do a full breakdown. So just appreciate the patience with you guys. But yo, we're gonna get into this Manchester City win. Yo, Manchester City versus Everton 3-1 win, and it feels so good, man, because at the end of the day, this was the game that we had in hand. And nobody knew we was going to win. Yeah, we were feeling confident about the situation, but other teams were looking on saying, yo, I hope they slip up. I hope they slip up. No chance, player. Manchester City beat Everton 3-1. It was a good win, and we're going to get to this match. And the first thing I really want to talk about, yo, honestly, this video is not going to be way too long because I got to get ready to go back to work, man. Premier League does me no justice, but at least at the end of the day, yesterday was a 3:15 game, and if you're watching over here in the States, bro, you probably at work during those times. So, but let's get into the starting lineup. It was a weird starting lineup for me again. The reason why I'm gonna say it's weird is when you see John Stones being fit. Now I understand he might have been getting a rest, but I also believe that this may be a situation where Emerick Laporte, you're going to see him starting games a little bit more alongside Ruben Diaz. That's not taking anything away from John. John's a professional, and John knows how to hold his head. So, John, shout out to you, man. I know you're going to be ready. I know you're going to be ready against Arsenal, and I know you're going to be ready against Mönchengladbach. So, hold your head, play. Don't worry about every game. You don't need to start every game. Just keep doing your thing. So, I thought that was interesting. But also, too, I got to look at the starting lineup because the one thing that did shock me, yo, anybody who knows me, bro, I'm not a big fan of the whole João Cancelo at left back situation. I was a little worried about that, but it worked out all in all. And when you see what João Cancelo does, he may start at left back, but then you see him kind of creeping into the midfield. It's kind of an odd position to really see him playing in. But at the end of the day, he played left back. Not the biggest fan, but I think another reason why you might have saw Emerick Laporte start in this match was due to the fact that we needed to create some natural width because I didn't see a lot of natural width out there. At the end of the day, we got the job done, but I didn't see a lot of natural width out there. But my man Kyle Walker right back in the starting lineup. You know, I always love to see Kyle Walker. As we go through this video, I'm going to talk about Kyle Walker. To me, Kyle Walker was one of the standout performers. You know, Mahrez had a good game, and we're going to get into these standout performers. But, yo, the starting lineup a little bit for me was a little bit shaky, but all in all, yo, when you win in 16, 17 games in a row, the team is just feeling confident. So at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. See, we got a comment here. Yo, what up? What up, Mariah? Yo, what's up? What's good? I love it when the fans are interacting, when we shouting out, we talking to each other. So, yo, shout out to you, Mariah, getting the morning kicked off. Yo, love that energy. But yo, let's get back to the starting lineup. Yo, another thing from Everton, yo, I really want to say Everton played some real good football in this game and kind of coming into the game with their starting lineup, they were obviously missing Dominique Calvert-Lewin. I was like, yo, why they not starting Hime? You know, so Hime may just be getting back to full fitness, but yo, Hime was trying to do. He came on later, but I thought they could have used him a little bit earlier on. But yo, as the game went on, and let's kind of get into this game a little bit. Yo, as the game went on, it wasn't really a bad game, but the first few minutes are always nervy, right? Like as a City fan, you kind of look at the City team and you see the way we're passing the ball. Maybe we lose the ball early on, and around 3-4 minutes in, you're like, oh man, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. That's just how fickle I guess we are as City fans to be like, yo, our team is flowing so perfectly. We need to make sure that we firing on all cylinders. Not really understanding that it's only 3 minutes in, you know, but yo, that's how the game really started off. I think Everton had some really good opportunities kind of early in the match. I really want to highlight Everton's play because I always like to see City get challenged, right? At the end of the day, we know City's won X amount of games in a row, but it only means something if we continuously build upon it, right? We go out there, no matter who we playing, we put our best foot forward. And that's what I really like about the City team is that as the game went on, we adjust to games. We adjust to games. We do fairly well. Might be a little shaky starting off, but we always manage to adapt. And I really want to highlight Kyle Walker in the beginning of the game because I love to see Kyle Walker showing off the wheels, running down the pitch and running into those alleys. And you got a taste of that really around the third to fourth minute mark. Mahrez has the ball on the right-hand side. Then you see my man Kyle Walker just bombing, bro. You know, he's speed rich. That's what Kyle Walker does, baby. So, you know, that moment happened. Early on, I thought John Cancelo started the game really well, but trying to find those areas and those pockets of space that John Cancelo does really well. Gabriel Jesus is starting to develop a real interesting role, and we're going to talk about that as we go through the match. But I want to talk about another thing that Kyle Walker did. Yo, did you see the way he was getting at teams defensively? Yo, he be getting after people defensively. And a lot of times we want City to show off this excellent style of football, the way we play, the way we do our intricate passing. But yo, they really talk about, yo, we fixed the back line, but we as City fans got to start appreciating individual contributions that overall shape the team. Think about it like this. Yo, I think there was a moment right around maybe the 20-minute mark where Luca Digne, not actually back it up, Mason Holgate over the ball over the top. Luca Digne gets the ball. Kyle Walker has a little bit of catching up to do. And then next thing you know, you see that speed-rich game. Says, Luca Digne, bro, I'm out here now. 1v1 versus me, you gets nothing. Gets nothing. So I love that. Then what happened again? Yo, Godfrey, you want some of this? You want some of this? Bro, Kyle Walker letting the man go forward right behind him and say, yo, when you're ready to turn on the Jets player, I'll turn on the Jets. Kyle Walker turns on the Jets, and guess what happens? Your man gets pushed right back, has to pass the ball back. So, yo, that's my man, Kyle Walker. I want to shout him out for that. Then, right at that 32-minute mark, what did we see? Phil Foden with the goal. And it wasn't even a spectacular goal, but it's Phil Foden's mindset to really be right there in that right position, kind of being like a poacher of sorts. Yeah, that's the ill part about his game, is that when we look at him, we may talk about his intricate passing, but the one thing that they talk about in comparison to David Silva, where I think he's a little bit better than David Silva, his ability to score is just uncanny. He finds himself in positions time and time again to score. He plays in a midfield role, plays in the winger. He just happens to pop up in those positions where you need him to be. And that's one thing I love about Phil Foden. Ball kind of came off of Seamus Coleman, and it came off of Coleman, I believe, and then kind of went in. The ball was on target. So give my man Phil Foden a lot of credit as we did that. And kind of going to other parts of the game, yo, I think we really asserted ourselves real well in this game. Bernardo Silva was outstanding, and we're going to talk about him. But, yo, there's another person I really want to shout out in this video, if you will, because y'all don't show a lot of love to this man. And I must say, Riyad Mahrez, bro. Riyad Mahrez. And I'm not taking anything away. And I'm going to get back to Everton, how they scored the goal. I mean, we scored at 32 minutes. They came right back and scored on some madness. I think Luca Digne hits the inside of the post, and next thing you know, it bounces right off of Rich Allison, happens to be in the right place, 1-1 at that point. So, but no need to fret, no need to worry, no need to change anything. Mahrez gets the goal in the 63rd minute. And I need to really highlight this because, like I said, I don't really show Riyad Mahrez enough love sometimes. And I think in this game, he did some things really well. When I look at Riyad Mahrez, there's certain things I pay attention to. That's just the way I rock, bro. I look at him when he gets that ball on that right wing. Yo, what is he doing? Is he going to get that ball right there? Is he going to stop and kick it back, or is he going to dilly-dally on the ball? And I think at times what he did really well in this game, and let me know if you guys saw this too, and make sure I'm not tripping, but this is what I saw. I saw him get that ball. Sometimes he was a little lackadaisical and kind of slowing up the play, but he'll get that ball on that left foot and then ping the ball in over the top. I thought he did a really good job of that, in this game. Maybe, we don't have Robin Lewandowski, or we don't have a Haaland or anybody like that to really put the ball in the back of the net from headers, but I really like the way he was getting the ball, cutting it back on his left-hand side, and then whipping it in there instead of trying to dilly-dally too much. Another thing for Mahrez I'm going to shout out too is that Mahrez has made incredible leaps and bounds with his right foot. But in this game in particular, I thought that there was chances to where he was riding down the right wing, and he was looking to cut back inside. As he cut back inside on his left foot that we know he's notorious for, throughout the course of the season, he's made strides and improvement to get that ball on the right foot and then be able to whip that ball in on the right foot. And I think that he kind of stopped that for a little bit in this game. And I thought there was a few opportunities. So Mahrez, hold your head, man. I know I don't show you enough love, but bro, you did your thing yesterday. I really like the way you was pinging the ball over the top, but continue using that right foot, players. I like that progress that you're making. But when it comes to this goal, let's get into this goal. So it's 1-1. I'm not nervy, but around 55 minutes, I'm like, so we can't have a draw right now. Of course, a draw wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world that would have happened. But, as City fans, we want to win. That's just the way we rock right now. We're going to continue that momentum. But around this time in this game, right around 63 minutes, you could see that there's some interplay between Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez. And I think in this particular play, Riyad Mahrez, the way he was just running around and creating space, because remember, Bernardo Silva had the ball on the right-hand side. He pops in from midfield, goes into the box on the right-hand side. Riyad Mahrez is basically just running their left back around at the time and just kind of running them around in circles. And then all of a sudden he cuts back inside. Bernardo lays the pass off of him. And what a screamer right there for Riyad Mahrez. Riyad, that's what I need you to do, player. And then even when I saw him get the ball, I don't remember him peeking his head up to even see the goal. Now I know he's a professional. I know Riyad Mahrez does this for a living, but that was extra suave. So shout out to you, bro, for him to get that ball and Bernardo just to tap it to him, and he didn't even have to look up and bang, hit that ball right there off the post. What was Jordan Pickford going to do? It could have been Jordan Pickford and that Manuel Neuer in there. They wasn't going to do anything with that shot. So shout out to my man Mahrez for getting busy. But moving on to the next guy, I got to really talk about my man Bernardo, bro. My man Bernardo, aka the energy, bro. Like, remember when this campaign started off and Bernardo started playing this deep line playmaker role or playing back a little bit in that midfield, it was a little shaky for him. There was times where I used to think early on in the season, Bernardo just got to a point where I think he was scared to shoot. I forgot what game it was, but there was shots that he couldn't get in the goal to save his life. He couldn't get a goal to save his life. But then all of a sudden, Bernardo's just been finding his stride. And the way he's been finding his stride is AKA doing what he does, being the energy. That's all I need Bernardo to do. Somebody has to check this. I didn't get a chance to check this out, but if you guys look at Bernardo's heat maps, Bernardo has to cover every blade of grass out there. The man just works everywhere. There are times I'm seeing him on the right-hand side, linking up with Mahrez. There's times I'm seeing him on the left. I just admire his full-on work rate. And then when it comes to shooting, there was a shot early on in the game. I want to say, I forgot what moment it happened in. I think it was around the 50-minute mark to where, you could see Bernardo just trying to get in that box. He gets the shot off, but I think Jordan Pickford blocked this one because it was kind of right at him. But I like Bernardo just getting that shot on target. I'm not worried about Bernardo Silva scoring. I know Bernardo Silva's going to score because Bernardo Silva's covering every blade of grass, so he's going to have opportunities to score. But then early on in the season, I just wanted Bernardo to get the shot on target. So Bernardo, shout out to you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, you're getting the ball on target. Get the ball on target. Don't worry about it going in. And right then at that 50 minutes, 45 seconds, that was a good shot from him. Hard, powerful, right there at Pickford. But then he gets his goal. When? Right back here later on in the match. So I love that about Bernardo Silva, and he was the one to put us in. And it was a shot directly at Pickford, but the power on the shot, Pickford had no chance with it. So that's really shout out to him. And let's talk about how this goal came about, bro. I love that beautiful interplay. I think there was times where João Cancelo had the ball, passing out to Rodri. Rodri passes it out to Kyle Walker, starts the one-touch football. Kyle Walker passes it over to Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side. Beautiful one-touch pass to Jesus, who is really doing well as far as being able to link up play. When you guys are watching Jesus now, I know we might give Jesus a lot of hell for missing shots sometimes, but if you watch this game, his ability to start linking up the play, your man's turning into a prime Roberto Firmino, son. He is really linking up play really well, especially for somebody who's not even playing the number 9 position sometimes. He'll find himself out on the wing, find himself doing all types of things, but the way he was linking up play. And in this particular moment, beautiful one-touch football from Riyad Mahrez over to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, one-touch football right there back to Bernardo. Bernardo has it on his sweet left foot. Bang, right there. And Jordan Pickford, bro, you can't stop that power and pace on that ball, player. So, shout him out, man. I got to give Bernardo some love, man. I want to say standout performers. I kind of tune into a lot of other City fans channels, and everybody will shout Mahrez out that he was the man of the match. I'm sorry, I love Riyad Mahrez. I loved him in this game, at least, you know what I mean? And I'm not taking anything away from him. I thought it was all around a good team performance. I really do. It's hard for me to really pick out one particular player, but I'm gonna pick out a few players that maybe you guys might have missed some of the things that they want to do, that they were doing in the game. the first point I want to talk about is actually going to be Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling didn't get a goal in this game, didn't get an assist, but yo, his liveliness, when he got that ball, he just driving right at the defense. And then there was a lot of opportunities to where he didn't get the ball. You got to imagine how many dummy runs this guy's making. This guy's making hella dummy runs, bro. There were times where I think Rodri missed him. I want to say really around in the first match. I want to say in the 20-minute mark, something around there, to where Raheem Sterling makes a beautiful run. He makes a beautiful run. He's on the left-hand side. He passed the ball to Rodri. He makes that run, but Rodri didn't pass him the ball in that standout and in this opportunity. Then again, the same thing happened with Emerick Laporte. Emerick Laporte had a beautiful opportunity to put the ball in over the top to Raheem Sterling. And I don't know why the players weren't doing that, because Rodri was another standout performer for me. Not for the fact that he was winning the ball and doing any of that, but Rodri was delivering some beautiful passes over the top, especially one that I think he delivered right around the 25-yard mark over into the 18-yard box, right to Gabriel Jesus. And, Gabriel Jesus probably should have done a little bit better in that case just to get the ball on target. I'm not talking about scoring a goal, but I thought he could have definitely done that a little bit well. Rodri consistently was getting that ball around the 25-yard mark and just doing this ping pass right into the 18-yard box. So I'm like, yo, Rodri, bro, if you could do that pass, bro, you got to be able to do it on the other side, man, to where Raheem Sterling is further yards back. We probably around maybe 45 yards away from the goal right there. Bro, ping that ball over the top to Raheem Sterling. And even if Raheem Sterling doesn't bring it down, bro, it's all good. You just got to let the defense know that, bro, you willing to put that ball over the top like that. So, I thought Rodri could have done that, but Raheem Sterling got you out for your endless work rate in this game, because what you were doing yesterday, honestly, it's just a thankful job. It's a thankless job. Nobody can thank you enough for what you were doing, because you were actually creating spaces with those dummy runs and kind of keeping that back line, not really knowing what to do. Now, I know that you wanted a goal because I could see it in your face where you was trying to get that ball and trying to make some movement happen. But at the end of the day, this was just one of those, team performance games that really everybody did good. So I mentioned Raheem Sterling. I think Rodri played really well, especially with those balls over the top. Another player I really want to shout out, and this is just my man of the match, yo. I don't care what nobody say, bro. It's Kyle Walker. It's Kyle Walker. All right. The way he was bombing on, letting Everton know at the 3 or 4 minute mark, right? That opportunity. I love Kyle Walker defensively. As much as I like João Cancelo going forward, sometimes I am a little worried about him defensively. Anybody who watches my content knows that I love what he does going forward, but I'm always worried about him defensively, because if you looked at yesterday, one of the opportunities, I think it was, I don't want to say it was a Wobie at that point, but when they scored their goal, that cross came in, and the João Cancelo got to get better at blocking those crosses, at least in my opinion. But what Kyle Walker did yesterday, defensively, forget what he does offensively. We know that he's not going to be João Cancelo offensively, but if you can't do certain things offensively, guess what? Defensively, you need to stand out, and that's exactly what he did. I mentioned the time against Luca Digne 1v1, not having it. Godfrey, not having it. But then let's talk about an offensive opportunity that Kyle Walker created. I want to say, and I need to look at my notes for this, I want to say it was at the 55-minute mark. At the 55-minute mark of the game, Kyle Walker has the ball. It lays a beautiful pass into the 18-yard box, right to Jesus. And this is where I'm going to give Jesus just a little bit of hell, meaning that he gets the ball in. Kyle Walker creates this nice opportunity, ball on the ground, right, rolls it right into the path of Jesus. And I'm not saying Jesus got to score that. Like, I'm not going for that. You don't necessarily have to score it, but you just hit the target, bro. It's the same thing I used to say about Bernardo early on in the season. Forget trying to score the ball, bro. You can't score the ball without getting the shot on target. So if you just try to get the ball on target and, work that in, then the goals will come, bro. So at this particular moment in the 55-minute mark of the game, he rolls that pass into Jesus. Jesus on the left foot. He's on the left side. He's on the left foot. I think he should have got the ball on target. And when you watch the cameraman turns to Pep. Yo, Pep is irate. He's like, yo, you know how Pep is. Pep just, bro, he don't like it with that. And I don't think Pep was like disappointed he didn't score, but I think Pep was a little disappointed at all the work that they probably put in during the training week just for him to get that ball on target. But yo, shout out to my man Kyle Walker, because I'm telling you, Kyle Walker was money in this game. And to me, now Riyad Mahrez did a great job, but I would say second performer would have to be Bernardo. Just the amount of spaces that he covered, the way he was kind of dictating play, the way he was kind of getting the ball turning and kind of doing his thing. And, I really love that about Bernardo. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about Bernardo getting goals. I don't care about him getting assists, because at the end of the day, his work rate, it speaks for itself. And that's exactly what we need as City fans. So, and then also too, I got to touch upon this real quickly, is that the one thing I really like about this City team, especially like a game like yesterday, is that when you have those games that nobody really stands out, that really means that the team is just performing really well. Because there was a moment to where, maybe I didn't talk enough about Diaz in this game, because Diaz didn't really, you would think that he didn't have a lot to do, but there was one opportunity where Diaz just showed his quality just in a split second. Just in a split second. I forgot what minute it happened in, but it was basically Everton had some good play. They was really kind of breaking the lines on us, and they created one opportunity where I think it was Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson gets the ball. Sigurdsson gets the ball right there, right looking at Edison. But as he tries to catch the ball, beautiful turn and lay the ball down and try to shoot it out. He was about to shoot it, and then next thing you know, Ruben Diaz right there with the last minute diving save, or diving block, if you will. And I love that about Diaz, man. It's like, yo, he could just be doing whatever he's doing throughout the game. You don't really notice him until that 1 second of leadership, that 1 second of brilliance, that 1 second of defensive magic just happens. And that's what I love about certain games that you watch like this. Nobody really stands out. I think Foden was doing his thing. Foden was getting bullied a little bit, but that's a part of Phil Foden's growth process. So all in all, I think it was really, really a good win. Standout performer, like I said, for me, definitely Kyle Walker. But we got to talk about what we got up next. We got Everton up. I mean, not Everton. Everton's out the way right now, but we got Arsenal next. And let's be clear. As much as City has been winning, and we love the fact that we're winning with 10 points up right now in the Premier League, I got the question in there, is the season a wrap? Is the league a wrap? The answer is no. The answer is no, bro. From this moment in time, yes, we are 10 points ahead, but it means absolutely nothing if we go out there and start losing games in the Premier League. So the main thing has to be the main thing. And anybody who watches this channel knows one thing. I don't care if we 10 points up. Until the day we 10 points up with one league game to go, it is not a wrap. And we need that killer mentality at City just to keep propelling us forward, to let everybody know that, we here. So what does that start with? That starts with being ready for Arsenal, man. I know Arsenal's had their ups and downs throughout the year. You see their content everywhere, so it's hard not to really notice what they're doing on YouTube, but at the end of the day, Arsenal, they have the capability of beating us, They really do. Now, I'm not saying that I think that they're going to win, but at the end of the day, we can't go into these games sleeping, being overconfident, because when you look at Arsenal, who do they have? They have Arteta, They got Arteta, and Arteta probably knows all of our players except for João Cancelo, maybe Torres, and then Diaz. Everybody else, he has some kind of understanding of their game. So we need to be up and ready and firing in this game. And I think the boys will be up for the challenge, but it's not going to be one of them games where we can go in there sleeping and thinking we just going to roll over teams. And that's not our mindset anyway. So I'm just saying, keep the momentum, City. Let's keep going out there and keep winning. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Sorry, I had to bring you guys a quick video this morning. Got to get ready to start the workday. I appreciate you for watching the content. Blue is our city, but I'm gonna have to get back to this workday and knock out this video, and I'll see you guys again for the Arsenal preview. But if you're tuning in, you're watching the content, thank you so much. Share it. It just helps other City fans find the channel. Thank you guys so much. Peace.